We are going to have a look around the Halberg Rassy 340, starting at the transom. One, because we have no choice, but it's a logical place to start on here. I can't, as you can see underneath here, I can't actually open this lazarette, but it is a large lazarette, and just underneath here you'll see the hydraulic rams for the bathing platform. I'll see if I can find some B-roll for you guys. It is a twin helm yacht. If you haven't seen it, we did a video on second-hand boats, our top picks for second-hand boats under 50,000 euros, and you'll find one of them was actually the Halberg Rassy 312. This is a much larger sister. She's twin helm, twin rudder, and you'll see down both port and starboard you have your emergency rudder controls. I'm going to start on the starboard side. You have your Volvo Penta engine controls here. Ow. And bilge pump, manual bilge pump. In the middle of this lazarette, moving around a little bit, there is in fact, I don't know if you can see it, but there is in fact a edge piece of wood here. So if you're on the hill, it gives you something to put your foot against, one way or another, if you wish. Clever little detail. Right. Your start stop and bow thruster controls are just here, and if you have a look, you have your engine hours rev counter there, Lumar steering and Raymarine electronics on this pedestal. I'm pretty sure there is an option that if you want one of these over on the port side you could, but it's actually a small enough boat that I think on one helm is enough. You have your Raymarine chart plotter. We've got an interview, so look out for the Technical Tuesday coming up with Raymarine about some of their gear and how it functions for you guys. Primary winch is an electric Lumar 40 self-tailing winch. You'll see just to the side of that you have your shore power connection and a cleat aft. It's actually quite nice aft here. Like all Rassys, you have a solid stainless steel rail. I like it. You see that tow rail goes all the way around. Something I love, your main sheet is set up here on a block, as you can see. Benefits, because it keeps it at the end of the boom, giving you more downforce on the boom and more control. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay. Get into it. Port side. The port side helm. Here you have your touch buttons, something Halberg Rassy are famous for, and it is in fact a trademark of theirs on push button sailing. So your Genoa furler in and out, as you can see there. Once again, you have a Lumar electric self-tailing winch here, and then all your lights if you need them on deck, and autopilot repeater. So that's pretty cool. Water on the port side. There's a grab handle. Oh, that's really annoying actually. Grab handle on the pedestal, and then I'm going to coming forward. Selden Genoa tracks, inboard, outboard shrouds, and some really nice grab handles to bring you forward. Non-slip on the deck. And as you can see, as we walked around, you'll see on the inside these two opening hatches here. They open both forwards and aft, and up on the cabin top there is a built-in solar panel. A really nice flush hatch over the forward V-berth, and then as you can see, your furler is built-in bowsprit, so you can pop on your Code D or spinnaker if you wish. And here, normally, it's where your windlass would be mounted. And there you have your forward chain locker, sail locker. You'll be able to get some fenders in there as well if you wish. Nice size, not bad for a 34-foot boat. Really happy with that. I want to give you a look aft because it looks much, much bigger than you think. Really nice shape. Really nice high cabin top. Plenty of room, and once again the Halberg Rassy windscreen, which I wish more boat manufacturers would do, but you know, it's just my preference. So this is actually looking aft at your cockpit area. There's easily enough room on these benches for 4. No, I don't normally do it this way round. You have a large lazarette here on the starboard side. Now you can see your washboards for the companionway, fuse switches, outlets. Very spacious. Right, as we mentioned, all your sheets, halyards, etc. Come back through the deck. You have a small bank of clutches, and what's really nice is there is a very large bin, both starboard and over on the port side for your tail ends. Coming forward, I love this boat. Coming forward over the companionway, you have your Raymarine repeaters, so you can configure them how you want, compass, and once again there is USB charging points there. They're very deep, but you have 4 steps, bringing you in to what can, for a 34-foot sailboat, can only be said to be very, very spacious. Obviously you have a table central. On the starboard side there is an just a longitude seat, which can be a berth, and usual, I should imagine, yeah, with all Rassys, this section actually lifts up, the back lifts up, so you have a nice sea berth all the way through. Behind this seat there is space, if you want it, for a television. But that's if you want. And directly after that, a small L-shaped galley. It's about the size of what you expect for a 34-foot yacht. 2-burner gimbal stove with oven. Emergency gas shut off is underneath here. You have a small cupboard for pots and pans. Twin stainless steel sink. a cupboard. It hasn't got its sticks in, but you know, you can put cups and other bits and pieces in there. And there is a top down fridge or freezer, cool box here. If it seems that I'm pretty close, I have this camera on ultra wide. There we go. You have a bin under the sink and some shelves. If you want a good wide angle view, then hit that super thanks button, because the Sony wide angle lens is like €1,500. Something you'll find on all Halberg Rassys is a pull-out chopping block. I quite like them when you're underway, depending on what tack you're on. They're actually quite handy when you're cooking, just to put bits and pieces on them. And then you have all your drawers. At least on this one, as you can see, it's still all solid wood inside, not plastic. Something Rassy don't like doing is cutting corners. They keep the quality all the way along. There is your companionway steps underneath. There is storage, and so I'm doing this by myself, and access to the bilge. Outside, really nice L-shaped settee. The back of this one here will lift up, giving you a second sea berth on that side. The lead, as you can see, this side of the table is open. That side comes up to give you a large table for everyone to get around. Very importantly, there is bottle storage in the middle. Either side of your rigging, you'll find you have a locker, port and starboard. There is a lot of light. I know we're indoors and I keep moving back, but I want you guys to see actually how much light is coming in, even on this size boat. There's plenty of ventilation. Here's starboard, over the galley and aft. And while we're here, we'll take a walk into the port side aft cabin. This is a double berth. I'm going to turn the camera around. So, hi everybody. So you can see one level living. You can see the head height. I'm 5'8", 5'9", 5'9" on a good day. You know, if you're 6'2", obviously you're going to have to bend down, but otherwise, not bad. There are 2 opening hatches to take you into the cockpit, a third one up here, and a fourth one out above the wardrobe. So plenty of opening hatches, plenty of light, and you have a really nice port light window. And this is a double bed. It is a full-on double. Some really nice reading lights in there, and access to mechanical department in here. There is a really nice, I love this boat, a really nice cupboard over here. A shelf along the top. Just down by my feet quickly, there's a mains plug there. And I have to come out to show you in the wardrobe. And a wardrobe. Once again, as you expect from Halberg Rassy, all the lights come on as soon as you open the cupboard. They're all vented, so you're not worrying about condensation too much. Just as you come out from the door of that cabin, you have your switches. So as you can see, you have your water and fuel levels there, master volt indicator, fusion stereo just up here, like I say, all your master switches. And I should imagine this is wired the same as all their boats. So yeah, as you can see, everything is numbered and labelled, so you can find it within the manual. You have a reference number, and if there is an issue that you can't fix, you can just phone or message Rassy, give them that number, and they will tell you what the problem is. Brilliant service. Up on your cabin top, you have 2 hatches. So one, you can see the sails, and 2, they open in opposite directions, giving you plenty of breeze through your cabin as you wish. And you'll see here on the starboard side, you have a grab handle to be able to walk forwards. Your mast post is neatly tucked away in here, and then before you see the forward cabin, behind the door there is a hanging space, and then on the port side you have your heads. This one has been set up with a Jabsco manual flush, but there's an option for an electric freshwater flush if you wish. There you have your sink. It is a wet head, yeah, wet heads, but it's a 34-foot boat. So I know a production yacht, they would probably try and squeeze one in, you know, a separate shower, but you know, well, it's a production boat, it's not a Halberg Rassy. Forward you have your V-berth, cozy double, as all V-berths on yachts this size are. To my right I have a really nice hanging locker here, once again ventilated and lit. There is another locker down here, and you have some really handy shelving all the way around. I'll give you a look just up here, because there is another really nice big opening hatch where one way you can have your mosquito blind and privacy blind if you wish. It's a very handy little cupboard forward, and fuses just over here for your windlass and a few other bits and pieces forward, like your furler. Another little locker and switchboard fuse connections, etc., and another locker there. Right, if you excuse me, I will come out of here. It's a nice boat. Who is it for? I'm going to give you a pano while I'm sat here. If you know you've had a second-hand boat and you want something new, something that's been crafted by hand with passion by artisans, and you want a relatively small boat for weekends or a couple of weeks away here and there, then I think this boat's for you. It's definitely an upgrade up from the 312 and then the and so on. It's for a couple. It's stunning, absolutely stunning, and I bet it sails really, really well. You couldn't get much of a deck tour. It's locked off because I didn't want people falling off the boats. Simple as that. People are stupid. If you want any information, let me know in the comments below. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.